Welcome back to Captain Crypto's Compass. In this video, we're going to look at Cardano. What's Cardano doing and what are some of the targets?
Hi, I'm Martin. I'm the founder of Captain Crypto's Compass. I'm a trader and a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. I am passionate about helping you to achieve financial freedom through the art and the gift of trading. I will be providing you with actionable technical analysis and insights on your favorite cryptocurrency projects to help you make better and more informed decisions. If you're ready to take your trading to the next level, you're in the right place.
Now I've gone ahead and opened up the Cardano chart on the 1 week on Binance, and I want us to pay attention to a couple of key factors that I can see here with Cardano. Now the first thing that we saw here with Cardano is we had this amazing push in November 2024, moving us all the way from roughly 33 cents all the way to this pivot high, sitting at roughly about $1.20, give or take. There was a wick to about 132, but I'm interested in these candle body closes here, roughly about $1.20. Now we had another retracement, a rejection at this key level, key market structure. You can see looking left, this was the previous pivot high. So Cardano came all the way back into these previous pivot highs, and we had a corrective move down into our moving averages. Now a very positive thing that I saw with Cardano is we did form a triple bottom pattern. We can see here these pivot lows coming back down just below the 50 SMA, which is this green line. 1, 2, 3 touch points on top of previous market structure, and then we had finally had support coming in, and we can see a couple of green vector candles indicating high volume, 200% increased volume with Cardano. Very positive sign. After this triple bottom pattern, we can see we have reclaimed both the 50 and the 21 SMA, so that's fantastic. Now our next key zone here that we're currently battling with is this anchored VWAP from the all-time high pivot. This is this white line here. Now the anchored VWAP currently is sitting at roughly about 77 cents. And a very positive thing that I can see here is Cardano has pushed all the way above this anchored VWAP and is trying to hold a candle body above this specific zone. Now I've highlighted this key battle zone here in this orange box for us between roughly 78 all the way back up to about 86 cents. So we can see that we are trying to hold a candle body inside of this area here, this previous pivot high that we created, which is fantastic market structure for a continuation push to the upside to at least the previous pivot highs at roughly about this $1.20.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the content so far. Please remember to hit the like button and the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.
Now to help me with this trend, I have also identified a trend line. We can see here from these previous pivot lows at 27 cents and 32 cents and its last pivot low at roughly about 53 cents. We can see that we have formed this amazing and beautiful ascending trend line here. So I've marked this trend line out for me as we are approaching into these higher resistance zones. We can just keep an eye on this trend line. We want to see Cardano hold above this specific trend line. We can also see that the 50 SMA is slanting upwards and the 21 is slanting downwards. And with this consolidation in this key market structure, I also want to start seeing the 21 SMA curling upwards, so we can start trading above the 21 and the 50 SMA, and we can start treating these specific moving averages as support and not resistance anymore. We can see here in May of this year that the 21 was treated as resistance. We had another corrective wave and we have finally managed to break above that. So I'm targeting this next pivot high here. If we can hold a weekly candle body within the specific battle zone here between 86 and roughly 78 cents on top of the anchored VWAP, this would be fantastic opportunities to re-add for a push to at least this previous pivot high at roughly about $1.20. Now what I want to see for a continuation after this is a simple pattern. We want to see support hold in this area and then push into this resistance area and hold support above that. That would be the most bullish continuation for a push into our all-time high areas. Now there are a couple of resistance zones here that we need to take into account, but let's take this level to level. We first need to take out this previous pivot high at roughly $1.20. A more bearish continuation that is I can also see here is if we do get back to these previous pivot highs at $1.20, there is a possibility that we will face resistance. It's a high probability of resistance in this area, and then we actually could come back down. This is where the 21 and the 50 SMA will come in as crucial levels of support. So a more bearish situation, a continuation, would be a push into this resistance area and facing resistance and coming back down to the moving averages close to this trend line, and maybe then trying to take this out for a continuation to the upside. If we do break this specific trend line and the moving averages, that would be a warning sign for me that we might see a deeper correction. But at the moment, we are looking to hold a candle, a weekly candle inside of our battle zone above the anchored VWAP from the all-time high pivots. So it's looking fantastic for a continuation to the upside for Cardano. Peace and love, and happy trading.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell notifications. Also, remember to click the link in the description below to join my mailing list, where I'll be sending you free emails and trading videos, and also market report updates weekly to help you stay ahead of the herd. As always, this community would not be the same without you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and love. See you next time.